Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. I'll be reacting to versus verdict. The first one will be Sonic versus Quicksilver, and next it will be Dark Pig versus Meta Knight. For this one, I am siding with Meta Knight, and for this one, it's still I'm still not sure, to be honest, because it's all depending on which one they're using. Because they could be using 616. They could use 616 Quicksilver, the Con Quicksilver, the freaking Show Silver Quicksilver, and there's also Game Sonic, Archie Sonic, Classic Sonic, all that stuff. So I'm not sure unless I know the two variations. But without further ado, let's get into this video right now.
Who would win in a fight before ruins friendships forever? Our 8th round of combatants are two of the fastest things alive, and we're about to find out who's the speediest of the... Welcome back to Versus Verdict, the show where I answer the burning question of who would win in a fight before it ruins friendships forever.
Okay.
Our 8th round of combatants are two of the fastest things alive, and we're about to find out who's the speediest of the speedsters. Sonic the Hedgehog, the Blue Blur, versus Pietro Maximoff, the Quicksilver. Also, I'd like to make a quick few side notes. We are, and I cannot stress this enough, not using Archie Sonic. No Super Emeralds, Hypersonic, Dark Sonic, Werewolf Sonic, or any of that.
Yeah, because those are fucking OP as hell. Huh? Oh. Fuck that shit. Cancel.
Or non-canon stuff. As much as I love Sonic, I'm not pulling that stuff out of nowhere just to make him win. Archie Sonic and most of the stuff I just named is equivalent to pitting post-crisis Superman against pre-crisis. Also, I know 90% of you are gonna hate me, but Flash stomps both Quicksilver and Sonic. He's in a league of his own. Yeah. So I'm pitting Sonic and Quicksilver against each other because I'm telling you right now, this fight was extremely close. But anyway, before we can know who would win, we first need to analyze our two combatants. Sonic the Hedgehog is quick-witted, cocky, and, well, just insanely
Hey bro,
fast.
if you are watching this...
He spent his years fighting the likes of Ivo Eggman Robotnik.
I don't know that I pronounced that, but, bro, if you are watching this video, if I were you to make, like, a little clip, kind of make that opposite, like, make the clip go sideways, instead of, like, top and bottom, make it sideways, and put, like, a little analysis bar on the side. If I was you for your next versus verdict, so yeah.
He's gone on many adventures over the years
It'll make it
look
nicer.
He's mildly adept in martial arts and can break the sound barrier with ease. His average speed clocks in around 765 miles per hour. He's got moves like the spin attack, spin dash, and homing attack. He can jump several feet in the air and increase his already amazing speed with his figure 8 technique. He has an ability known as Chaos Control, where he can manipulate time and space to either bring time to a momentary halt or teleport objects
for that.
Anywhere he wants.
I believe the green
If the situation gets really serious, he can use the power of all the Chaos Emeralds to turn into Super Sonic. Yep. Super Sonic has the ability to fly. He has unlimited stamina and gives him an 1,000% boost to his power and speed. And no, I'm not exaggerating. That's literally how OP this form is. He's completely invulnerable. However, this form does have a time limit and needs a steady supply of rings in order to maintain it. It usually lasts for about a minute, and once the form runs out, he returns to peak physical condition. However, Sonic's greatest weakness isn't robots, Eggman, or even Chaos. It's the fact that he can't even swim. Jeez, you think he's
that is very cocky as well.
Also, he's pretty cocky and not much of a strategist. But that's okay. The Blue Blur will always be there to save the day.
I feel this is something else.
Pietro Maximoff was born
give me a second,
by a guy named the High Evolutionary.
Cocky and arrogant because he cannot really be patient. He loves doing action all the time.
They were tricked into thinking they were the children of Magneto and just given to gypsies for some reason. Magneto got them to an organization of evil mutants and gave him his new nickname, Quicksilver. Quicksilver can run insanely fast, so fast that he can even fly short distances by flapping his arms or vibrating his legs. He can run fast enough to create cyclones, run up walls and on water, and he can run over the speed of light if he needs. Which well over 670 million miles per hour. He's ran halfway around the world in 92 seconds, disarmed a bomb in less than a second, disarmed 17 men before they could even pull the trigger. He's got learning and processing up to 500,000 times faster.
Really did not pick a side.
He's got super durability, reflexes, stamina, strength, a healing factor, and he's intangible. That is when he's using his phasing ability to phase through attacks. His abilities were improved even further with Isotope E. Get this, he can move so fast that he can propel himself through time and space from 30 seconds to 12 days. But he
what the
returns to
fuck?
time within hours. He's had a lot of training. He's been trained by Captain America in hand-to-hand combat. He's been part of multiple organizations, both good and evil. And oh my gosh, this guy is durable. He's taken hits from Hercules, the god of strength. He's punched out Ultron and Captain America, and he survived a collision with a mid-air jetliner and fell 39,000 feet into water. That's enough to reach terminal velocity. By the way, terminal velocity is 122 miles per hour.
Holy
That's
shit.
enough time to reach that 26 times. At this point, your body is basically feeling the same effect of falling on a sidewalk. And surprise, surprise, Quicksilver was perfectly fine. Faster than light and quickest with speed, Quicksilver is the one to beat.
Holy fuck.
You didn't see that coming?
That just sounds like you just make him OP.
If you need a moment to think about it, or you're with your friends and want to take sides, pause the video right now. I'll wait.
Okay, up to that point right there, Quicksilver will win. Every little thing that he said, Quicksilver will win. The only thing I cannot think of is probably his super form, which can help him for only a minute. Because since he's invulnerable for any attacks, physical attacks, mental, I'm not sure. But, yeah, he's just freaking OP. Let's just get on with this. It's Quicksilver.
Ready? Alright guys, let's find out who would win. Man, I gotta get back those Chaos Emeralds. What? Are you looking for this? Give me back those
voice
emeralds.
work. Voice. The voice for both of them just need a little work. Oh, he's not very good, but animation's not bad.
Hey buddy, you dropped something. Chaos Control! Nice try, Super Saiyan.
Here's a ripoff of Super Saiyan Blue. Oh damn! Voice work needs work.
These? Big thanks to Aiden Care for a third time for the animation. He's done so much work for this channel, so you guys better go check him out.
Oh well.
A moment of silence for all my lost subscribers. Okay, I get it. I grew up with Sonic 2, and I love Sonic. I wanted him to win, but the facts just all point towards Quicksilver. I know like 90% of my fans are Sonic lovers, so I'm just gonna expect a ton of paragraphs about how
I've not really played as much Sonic games, but I love it.
I might as well attempt to explain myself. So any Sonic fanboy knows that Sonic's average speed is the speed of sound. And I found that it is in fact a misconception that Super Sonic can go the speed of light. He was only shown to do it in one comic that was like from forever ago, and I'm not going to base the entire fight off of one comic. Plus, it could have been a metaphor, an exaggeration, or it could have just been the fact that they were charging at full speed, and it's really hard to combat someone when you're doing that. And even if he could, it wouldn't have been enough to beat Quicksilver. Because even if light was his max speed, Quicksilver can do that just on his own. That's without the performance enhancing of Isotope E. I found out that Sonic actually doesn't go light speed, just his speed and power are increased by 1000%. Since we know Quicksilver can go light speed, if not above that, let's just do some calculations. Let's take Sonic's average running speed, which is 765 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Now just to give you guys the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to double Sonic's speed. Now if we take the super form multiplier and put in the 1000% increase, which equals out to times 11, and we divide that into the speed of light, we find out that Sonic is still, even when I double his base speed, he is still 39,846 times slower than Quicksilver.
That's slow?
And as for Chaos Control, it needs a lot of concentrated focus in order to pull off. Also, Sonic never really uses it in combat that much. We've only really seen Shadow use it too much. Let's just assume that one random comic where he went light speed was correct. Considering Quicksilver's Isotope E boost, and the fact that it's insanely hard to concentrate when you're going at your full speed, not to mention aim, there's no way Sonic could lock on to Quicksilver. Also, Quicksilver has the immense advantage in the martial arts category. story. He was trained by one of the best tacticians in the world,
But
Captain
with
America.
Sonic, he'd been
Sonic was pretty much
self-taught.
just self-taught.
Yeah.
If you're saying, oh, well, Quicksilver's at a distance, Sonic could stop time and then hit him. Quicksilver always rushes in without a plan. If you think he's even letting Sonic breathe for a second, then you're insane. Also, as for the feat where he, quote, survived and outran a black hole, one, he got caught by the black hole, and two, the only reason he survived is because the wisps helped him. Also, that was clearly not a real black hole. Do you have any idea how fast black holes grow? Well, I'll just give you a hint. They don't grow at the speed of sound, that's for sure. And last but not least, for all those people who are saying that robots calculated that he can do it, that's just speculation. He's never actually proven that he can go the speed of light.
Yeah.
At least now
Or it
without
could be
special
exaggerated as well.
So yeah, feel free to comment a ton. I know I'm going to get a ton of hate for this, but I don't care. Looks like we proved Sonic is not the fastest thing alive.
The Flash is.
Winner?
Quicksilver. Fuck.
Next up on Versus Verdict.
Yeah. Oh, Samus versus Master Chief. Which that one I will probably react to Monday.
You mind telling me what you're doing on that
But yeah,
ship?
let's react to the next one right now.
Answer the burning question of who would win in a fight before it ruins friendships forever. Our 11th round of combatants are known as anti-heroes, and they bear a striking resemblance to the main characters of their series.
Shadow!
Pit, the edgy clone of Pit himself, versus Meta Knight, the leader of the Meta Knights. But before we can know who would win, we first need to analyze our two combatants. After his home planet was being attacked, the Star Warrior Meta Knight created a group known as the Meta Knights. Narcissistic. They would protect the galaxy for many years to come. Meta Knight's species is unknown, but it bears a striking resemblance to Kirby's, so we're gonna pretty much assume that he's Kirby's race.
Yeah.
And while he looks so cute and adorable under that mask, he's actually 50,000 years old. This clearly gives him a huge advantage over his opponents in terms of experience. But he hasn't survived that long with no arsenal.
And Glacia.
He wields the Dimensional Cape. It's also implied throughout the series that he can summon his cape to him at any time. As for his main weapon,
freaking way too fast. Back it up, come on.
Cape. It's also implied throughout the series that he can summon his cape to him at any time. As for his main weapon, he wields a sword known as Galaxia. Aside from having the coolest name on Earth, it also sends out sword beams through the ground or the air. It's a heat-based weapon, and after he's defeated a foe, it actually absorbs the abilities just like Kirby's copy ability. On top of this, he can also create tornadoes. As for his abilities, he has the Mach Tornado, where he spins around so fast he creates two tornadoes going off in different directions, the Drill Rush, where he charges sword first at you using aileron rolls, and his most devastating move, Galaxia Darkness. A move that puts you under his cape, which is said to be completely filled with darkness and space, and then slashes you
that's
to
from the Smash
Meta Knight
Bros.
is an extremely formidable foe. He's taken on people like Kirby, who nearly matched him in power. Deflected attacks from Magolor, a universal being. Keep in mind, in no way does this mean that Meta Knight is universal, just because he's on par with someone who defeated a universal being. This is a case we would call the glass cannon effect. We can normally use the whole durability equals your attack power function when using Dragon Ball Z characters or people who can actually create their attacks from their own ability. But it's extremely skeptical on this, considering we have never seen anything from Kirby that even implies this planetary level. And in the Kirby universe, magic is a complete possibility, so we can't just assume that...
Oh shit. Well, I can still read it barely. At least base Kirby. And Kirby's only cracked the planet, not destroy it. Yes, that is true.
It from its physical
I have seen in the game they have cracked the planet, not
with magic. But in travel speed, he's been proven to be light speed based on how long it takes him to exit the planet orbit or go back to it. He's tanked a fall from orbit. Throughout the games, he's been stated to be able to swing his sword at different speeds, but the average normally comes out to either Mach speeds or faster than the eye can see. Not faster than the untrained eye can see, faster than the eye can see. This means most of Meta Knight's attacks are virtually unavoidable. He was also stated to be the most powerful warrior in the universe, even though there was someone who, at minimum, was multi-solar system level in their presence. However, he does have a few weaknesses. He's not as powerful anymore because his old age has slowed him down tremendously. And even though Kirby's an insanely powerful being, he has yet to defeat him fully in combat. But either way, don't challenge the leader of the Meta Knights.
Oh, wait.
Dark Pit was an incomplete clone created by the Mirror of Truth to be an exact copy of Pit. Except it tried to make him evil, but it didn't finish in time, so it was only half evil and half Pit, so he's pretty much just an anti-hero. After the being known as Pandora was destroyed, he absorbed her power into his wings, and with it gained the ability to fly. Now in order to make this fight fair, we are going to use Pit when he could fly because he lost the ability at the end of the game. Also, we're going to be scaling Dark Pit's feats to Pit's feats, considering they have been officially stated to be equals both in strength, speed, and power. And why wouldn't he be? He's literally the same person, just with a different personality. Now let's move on to his weapon.
In different colors.
Dark Pit is equipped with every single weapon that Pit has used. While there are literally hundreds of them, there's only a few that he'd actually use. The Silver Bow is a bow that can have arrows lock onto its opponents. And it can also turn into a pair of swords if the situation gets into a melee.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's got an electroshock arm, which is pretty much the world's biggest boxing glove.
So that's shocking.
Devastating damage, but it also has a paralyze effect. He's got Guardian Orbiters to shield him, the EZ Cannon, Violet Palm, Ogre Club that deflects shots, and the Dark Pit Staff.
Damn, he got a lot of
really
weapons.
doesn't make sense considering the longer the distance is, the higher the damage. He's also got a set of abilities, but we're only going to allow him one use per power-up in this fight because they do have a limited amount of uses. He has the Mega Laser, which obviously, you know, is just a huge laser. Recovery, Bumblebee, which automatically dodges the next attack thrown at him, Ares Armor, which reduces the damage taken by a lot, Transparency that turns him invisible, Super Speed, and the Auto Reticle, which locks onto his opponents. If we assume that Dark Pit and Pit are equal in strength, which, you know, they are, also considering they're equal in combat, it's pretty freaking obvious. We can scale Pit's feats to things that Dark Pit could probably do also. And Dark Pit can clearly take a lot of punishment considering in the Japanese
That's the one thing I
version,
hate about if it's two characters that's basically the exact same
His
thing,
counterpart has been able to
you have
dodge
to
lightning
scale
that
to
was
the original
unexpected.
character.
They've both
I
been
hate
able
that
to dodge
so
lasers
much.
and even weave through them. Assuming these are the speeds of regular lasers, these would have been going at light speeds. Him and his counterpart are both durable enough to dive straight through a metal ship, and in-game Pit was shown to be able to hit a giant boulder across the room. I looked through a ton of different metals and found out it's safe to assume that this was comprised of lead. By using Pit's height to measure the size of this boulder should have weighed about 430,000 pounds, or about 215 tons.
Holy
This
fucking
is the strength
shit!
to reduce enemies to dust with a single beam and reduce a giant rock to dust with just a single swipe. And his counterparts damaged many different things such as a Reaper, a Space Kraken, and a Dragon that could destroy buildings just by ramming into it. And considering
that's mainly almost all characters, to be honest.
That's pretty impressive. While he's incredibly gifted in combat, his mental stability isn't good. He still is in denial that he is the clone and still thinks that Pit is the original clone of him, and he really can never pick a side. This mental track leads to him being very reckless in combat, but regardless, don't try and stand up to the clone of the legendary Pit.
This here is
You do, you fucking die.
He'll be your escort out of this life.
Fucking backhand, motherfucker.
Alright guys, if you need a moment to think about it, or you're with your friends and want to take sides, pause the video right now. I'll wait.
I am going with Meta Knight.
Ready?
Meta Knight.
Alright guys, let's find out who would win.
Fight.
Oh, huh. Ah!
KO.
Big thanks to Aiden Care for the animation. Go subscribe to his channel because he's a repeat animator and he works
At
super
least
hard
he's-
for this. Now, when
he
I
was a
found
sore
out who
loser
really
about
would win,
this.
it did not make sense. I thought Dark Pit edged him out in essentially every single category, but then I looked a lot further into Meta Knight and found out that he is just so OP. First off, let's focus on what would actually happen in the fight.
Experience,
His
cover
ability and
experience,
reaction
probably
times to weave
speed.
through lasers, and Meta Knight's ability to travel light speed should be enough for them to dodge each other's projectiles. So really, this is determined by a melee battle, but Dark Pit could really just not stand up to the overwhelming force of Meta Knight. Not only are his sword slashes faster than any human I could see just period. But when you think about it, Pitt's laser feat wasn't exactly that impressive. It's pretty easy to find out that those were homing lasers. So really, he didn't see it coming and then dodge. He just predicted the path based on where he was and really just had to move in any direction to dodge them. Plus, it's not like he was fighting the lasers. He's not fast enough to, like, deflect it or, like, counter that fast enough. And it's pretty hard to predict things when Meta Knight can teleport all around and swing faster than the eye can see. Also, their durability is not what you'd expect. Meta Knight's taking hits from Kirby, who had the power to crack an entire planet.
Crack, not break, guys.
215 tons of force thing doesn't exactly hold a candle to that. Meta Knight's also tanked a fall from outer space and been fine. And when Pit crashes through a metal wall, he still needs a few seconds to compose himself. By the way, assuming that these were all just made out of the same type of metal, which even if it was like twice or 3 times as hard, it really wouldn't make a difference. The Meta Knight essentially broke through a wall with the same amount of force that knocks Pit out. And while Dark Pit's taken on people who threaten to destroy the Earth, Meta Knight has taken on people who could beat people who could destroy universes and even deflect some attacks from those people. With Meta Knight's amount of durability and attacks, Dark Pit could use all the weapons and power-ups he wanted.
Combat experience.
Looks like Dark Pit wasn't meta right for the job. Okay, that was really bad. Just next time on Versus Verdict.
Okay, Genos versus who?
Who's next?
Raiden, calling this right now. Raiden would win. For a good amount of reasons. Oh shit, no.
Welcome back to...
Okay, let's just stop in the middle real quick. Okay, Raiden would win no matter what. No matter if you do give him like the freaking... Like... Okay, Raiden will win for many reasons, but mainly because of experience, speed, combat experience, and being much more durable, and his body is not really, that easy to fracture anyways. So I am siding with Raiden. I'm siding with Raiden from Metal Gear. And actually, if you are watching this, dude, if I were you, you should do Ryuko Matoi from Kill la Kill versus Raiden. I feel like that's much more close than Raiden versus Genos. But yeah, guys, without further ado, please punch the like button, phone, computer, tablet, whatever you use to watch this video, punch that screen, subscribe to our channel, comment down below what do you want me to react to, or what do you want me to react to in my channel, and I will do whenever I get a chance. But without further ado, guys, peace out.